Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, welcome back. And in this day, I will make a tutorial, not tutorial, show what is HTML and CSS. Let's start, shall we? So, so what is HTML and CSS? We first do HTML first. What is actually HTML is? So HTML is an abbreviation of hypertext markup language. According to Wikipedia, it's a markup language used to create a web page displaying various information in internet, web browser, and simple hypertext formatting written in ASCII2 format files to produce an integrated display. So, what the function is HTML? The function is to create a website page as the foundation for a website, display information in a browser, and create a link to another page with a certain code or hypertext. So, this is the structure of HTML. In my right side is the HTML5, the new one. In the left side is the HTML, the first HTML. Different is the HTML5 as the doc type HTML. Next, we go to HTML elements. An HTML element is generally composed of opening tags and closing tags, with the content stored between the two. A tag name contains the contents of tag. This is the closing tag, the name. HTML tags are the names of HTML. Wait, I will show you. This is the opening tag. This is the closing tag. So HTML tags are the names of HTML elements written between angle bracket, like this. Like this. I will show like this. For example, H1 NT. Yes, H1NT is one example of tag names. Next, we go to HTML attribute. HTML attributes are additional information required by HTML element. HTML attributes are always defined within the opening tag of element. All HTML element can contain attributes, both general attributes that all HTML elements can have, and special attributes for certain HTML elements. Next, HTML attribute example. Attribute values can use mark or question mark, like this. This is the attribute. This is the attribute. What I circle it is the attribute, or like this. Same. This is attribute. So we go to the next. HTML comments. Sometimes we have the profile explanation in HTML document with certain part of it to make it easier for us or other people to understand the content of HTML document. Moreover, if the HTML we write has hundreds or even thousands of lines, this the example of it. We use this to explain to other person who see our code. Next, this HTML tag formatting. B for bold the text, strong marks important text, I is italics text, M puts emphasis on text, marks the text with highlighting, small make text smaller than default text size, del puts strikes through on the text, ins underlines the text, sub makes the text lower than flat lines of the text, sub makes the text higher than flat line of the text. This is HTML forms. Form is an element in HTML that used to receive input from user. Through forms, users on web page can interact with the web system. This all the example. Yes, we go to the CSS. Next, we move to CSS. What is CSS means? So, in standard language, as a quote from Wikipedia, CSS is a collection of code used to define the design of markup language, one of which is HTML. CSS is a collection of program code used to design or enhance the appearance of HTML page. With CSS, we can enhance the design of text, colors, image, and background of almost any HTML tag code. Function of CSS is to beautify the appearance, make a web page more complex, and create responsive web page, desktop to mobile or desktop to tablet. Various types of CSS is there's inline CSS, CSS internals, and CSS external. Inline CSS, what is meant by inline CSS is we enter the CSS code directly in HTML tag. Example, there is h1 tag. There is h1 tag. This is h1 tag. We put the color, the CSS. So the result will be like this. Will be red. We move to next. Internal CSS is the CSS code that is placed between the head tags. Then we declare the CSS using the style tag. Then close it with the closing tag. Then this is the example of we put the style tag inside the head tags. Then the result, we call the CSS into HTML text with the class color. You can see the class is we put color. Then the result will be same. Then we move to external CSS. External CSS is a CSS code where the CSS code itself is separate from the HTML file. So we need a link tag to call the CSS file that we have created. So like this, we make a link with we connect it to the file CSS file. Then we put the CSS code in the CSS file. Okay, that's it for your attention. Sorry if there any mistake from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.